Hello, hello, hello. It is Tuesday, and it's stream time. That's what we're doing right here. This is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together,
we are PM Artist Studio.
Well, that was very nice, very nice. I need to throw a little bit of...
I know, and I think you're already your voice is improving.
She had me... I'm a little stuffy. I don't know if it's allergies or what. That's what we're
Well, the
going
wind
with.
blew.
Yes,
But it didn't blow anything like it did in West Texas. Did you see the pictures that some of my people in Friona posted?
I didn't.
You can't even see the end of your car.
West Texas.
Oh, I remember that. Oh, and
So
it was
grody.
I knew I was in
gritty.
for it.
Ugh. Yucky, yucky.
Everything is dusty. Everything you pick up has dust on it.
Yeah, we used to put the wet towels in the window to help contain it, but it always gets in.
Dude.
Oh, West Texas. All right. Hello everyone. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. If you haven't given those thumbsy upsies and you know you're one of the regulars, please do. That would be very awesome. And if you're new, just hang out, test it out for a little bit. If you like it, give it thumbsy upsies. If you want to get notifications and all of that business, you know, subscribe to the channel. No pressure, no worries. If you want to hang out in the background, no worries. But we do love to say hello to you in the chat. That's one way that we know that you're here, because I'd like to say hello to you. Also, today being the last day of the month, I have lots of announcements, or at least kind of, you know, prompting you to go look at bigger announcements and things. So, let's hit the participants. We've got Ann, April, Kim, Diane's back. All right, you're becoming a regular, Kim. All right, Dana, Devin's here. Diane Bell, Eddie, Griffin Chill, that's Rhonda, Jacqueline, Janice Marie, Jolynn, Joni, Julie, Kathy. Oh, somebody popped in there. I think it was Estella. All right. It's so weird because it kind of like, and then it's like, okay, well, did one or two people come in? Makes me crazy. All right, we got Kathy and Kathy. The Kathys are representing today. Wonderful. Linda, Marta, Mary Ann, Mary Fessler, Maya, Michelle, Mitzi. Hey, Mitzi. So glad you're here. Nightbot, she's the one you want to watch out for in the chat because she has all the info, usually prompted by one of our mods or one of y'all. It doesn't matter. Just watch for that command list. You can help us out. Patty's here. Nancy Gray, I think, just popped in there. And I think Maria, hello. Welcome. Trying to kind of catch some of the ones that are popping in there. Reverend Sonia's here. Little Silver Granny, that's Lynn. Star Traveler, that's Linda. Stitching Art, that's Paula. The Messy Palette in Australia, that's our friend Diane. Just ask her about her pugs. That's an old little reference, little inside joke right there. The Shelley Studio. P was thinking about
I missed
it for a minute.
I was reading.
And Tracy's here. We've got, let's see, Sherry, and I think did somebody else pop in there? Trish Coogan, hello Trish, and if Trish is here, then that means Evie's here as well. Awesome. If I missed you, it wasn't on purpose. Okay, and then hopefully my chat will, you know, populate here in a second. Got a live chat, see if that helps it any. Okay, announcements. Let's see. Lots of announcements. Oh, the other Michelle's here as well. Awesome. Hello, Sue. Okay, let me hit my announcement thing so I know what I'm talking about. So Anne was so awesome, and she told me on Sunday that she had posted a whole list, and she said, you know, if you wanted to use that. But, of course, I didn't see it until much later. And let me tell you, that Anne, you were so on top of things. I mean, just oh, love you. Love you, love you. So I meant to post, or you know, put it up to the featured, which I will do here in a little bit, but look for the post called Marching On to March.
Oh, Marching On.
It has the full list of the month, even the PM streams and everything. But some quick, you know, hey, remember, keep an eye out, especially at the beginning of the month, because, you know, we have, like, the Maker's Stencil Challenge that's being headed up by Lisa. The Maker's Collage Challenge, that one's headed up by Judy. The Swaps, that's headed up by Joni. We have color challenges with Paula and Carrie. And then we have, of course, the Maker's Creative Collab headed up by Lisa Mingus and Sharon. If you're a YouTuber, talk to Sharon. If you're a non-YouTuber, Lisa's your chick. There you go. Hopefully you're not offended by me calling you a chick. I like that. Chick. It's very... Anyway. Apologies if you are. Those are the announcements.
That's it?
Oh, unless you want... Oh, Ann did ask about... okay, so... right before the stream, I was telling P about it, and then I was like, okay, I need to stop talking about this, because the stream will start, and then, you know...
I know, and we're chatting
just
away.
yammering on about things. Hello, Gretchen. And let's see who else popped in there. We've got all the Michelles today. All the Michelles. Hey, Deb. She says peep, peep. Good.
Peep, peep.
Okay, so the list of stencils that are going to be discontinued, or, you know, until somebody begs us to bring it back or whatever. But that's not until the new site comes up. Do you guys want that list right now? Okay, here are the ones that are going. Water babies, blip blop rocks, zaps, honeycomb scales, and string thing cousin. But here's an even better list for you. Things that have been expanded, or most likely what we have done is either, if they had 2 designs to it, they were then expanded out. And so, because we were feeling like some of the designs weren't maybe being seen as much. Elisa Mingus says, call me anything except for late for dinner. Chick is fine. Awesome. Okay. Hip to be square. See, now that's where the original Wonky Net. Then Wonky Net became a mask. So there was Wonky Net mask, but Wonky Net in the set with hip to be square with the fading squares has now all been separated out. So now if you're looking for fading squares, you can find it. You can find the Wonky Net stencil. You can find Wonky Net mask. Everything is going to be available in 5x7, 8x10, or 9x12. Now there are a few little weird exceptions that, like, you know, obviously, like, if it's a mask or a mandala or anything like that, that stuff was all staying kind of the same.
Would you like one of my cough drops?
I may need that.
I'll fetch it.
Thank you. Then Snowflake Jax is getting a new little facey lifty per P. Remember she wanted more knobs on them and
more knobs on the little ones.
Variations of size. Twirly Teardrops is going to be a mandala set.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. It looks good. It looks so good. I'm so excited about it. Hey Raul, welcome. Hello. Okay. Lattice. Now lattice has also been one of those ones that just, it's such a weird one because it's like, you know, we have the old lattice one. What is this little thing that you're giving me? Looks like a biscuit.
It's recommended by Chris Zorko. It's Fisherman's Friend.
Oh, that's that hot stuff.
It does you good.
See, she wasn't gonna tell me. Goodness.
I'll put
Oh
my
yeah. Woo. Okay, but lattice is going to be available, and then we removed some of the 4x8 things, and some things are now going to be available in like 4x11, like the full long ones. Remember, like Jelly Shelly. Then we have Gears and Arrows. I'm not even going to tell you how cool that thing is.
Oh man, I really wanted that.
ARTY Squiggles. Just revamped it to make sure that we have the 5x7, 8x10, 9x12. And Bubbles got a whole different look. So, just some things to look forward to.
I haven't even seen that one.
I'm really hoping it's probably going to be next week. Realistically, with the new website. There's also some other exciting things that will be happening this week. Probably like on Sunday. I don't think I can. Holy cow, that thing is hot.
Fishermen need.
I guess. Or they've just, you know, I don't know.
Those might be the same fishermen
don't know if that's
that drink
skill set right there.
bourbon, and that doesn't even faze them.
Those cards hanging are amazing in the BG. What does that mean? I don't know.
Background.
Well, thank you. Most of them are from all of you guys. Like, this is David. This is Christy Hartman. This is from Carrie. Panka. Lisa. Serious Hecka Lisa. Let's see here.
Don't forget Izzy and the cats.
Izzy and the cats. What are you talking about? Izzy and the cats.
The cat.
That's a Kiko. Kiko sent us that. Oh, yeah. We got all kinds of awesome stuff. And then P made that one in the background there. Jacqueline, I think. Some of Jacqueline's stuff is in here, too. But, yeah. Judy P.
I had to take my door off because I had to have a place to put my stencils.
After that, Julie says, after that cough drop, you'll be ready to set sail. I'm telling you, that's some heavy duty stuff. Okay, I'm done. I'm done talking. It's your turn. She's got some thoughts for Tuesday. She said, well, you took Thursday away from me. I'm like, no, I didn't. I didn't take Thursday away. You can thought any day you want. But we still have to keep some Thursdays and Thursday thoughts because I really like it saying Thursday thoughts. So you better thought.
Well, and you're going to have to get sprays in there.
Sprays and where?
Spraying and thoughting on Thursday.
Okay.
Because I got some spraying projects for you.
I saw that. Do you need
Well,
me to
that's
do
one.
that today?
No. But I will have some more because I'm making some more.
Do you want me to go to topside or no? You don't want to show the book? Or?
No, I'm going to read.
Okay, read.
I'm going to read it.
Pay attention.
Okay, so remember what is today? Today is Tuesday. So did I talk about this on Sunday or last Thursday? Carrie's thing where he talked about all of his
Susan loves
stress releasing.
Susan Anderson loves your earrings.
Thank you very much.
She always asks, did anybody ask about my jewelry?
I do. I made these, and let me tell you what. You know, Marcia sent me those earrings that had all those little dangles. After I did all of these little dangles on these two earrings, I didn't do anything like that for a long time because my finger hurt. And wrapping those wires, it's very, very
I like that, Devin.
hard.
I like that.
But I think that they just go so nicely with this shirt.
They do.
Yeah, okay. Now.
Okay.
So, that is Carrie's thing is sort of what prompted it, because I talked to Mariah, and I started feeling really bad because I had to sit over in her thing because I was chopping paper. And so I was going to say, well, I'm just going to look across there and see what I see. And I felt really bad because I don't want to look at that. And I don't have to. I can look at all of that gloriousness over there on the wall.
And I keep that pretty clean. And I change it around.
And you know, I can say, oh, Mariah, look, there's yada, yada, yada. And she can fetch it for me and get it down. And so I've really been working on this, and to that extent I've been
Thank you, Paula.
I made two more little paper mache, two more little boxy things to hold things in, but I'm going to talk about those at another time because they're not really quite ready for viewing. I just had the first coat on. So here's my thought today, and this was prompted by Carrie's whole thing. So he was very concerned that, you know, my expectations were not going to be met if I continued on my present path. And I acknowledged that, yes, that is probably true. That happens quite frequently because that's the way I work.
I gotta tell you something.
Okay.
This goes to this whole thing. So I've been, you know, we're building the new website. Have I mentioned that? Only like 50 million times. Okay. But we're having to manually transfer over the blocks because this old system, there's just not like an export. So it's copy and paste. Yay, fun for me. 75 of them.
I can't believe. I said, wow, we were certainly chatty. I don't remember all that.
Well, like we've been doing this since 2020. And
But
like,
I don't remember. I remember I did one blog pretty much all by myself, and I was like,
oh
oh
yeah,
man,
because it was
this
going to
is.
be her thing. But then she.
Oh
I was
my
like,
God, it was horrible.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
I
a
was-
running theme of the blogs usually are, well, we started out with this idea. And then da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, oh my God, that's so like, that's just how we operate. So, it's funny that you say that. It's just.
It is. It should be somewhere. It should be written somewhere. All right, so I have this, and I have it highlighted with my yellow pencil. Mess it up early on. It will help define the direction. Think of it as a chance to reconsider the present course of action, adjusting accordingly. Okay. So, first thing I did, I was like, well, I've watched Mariah glue these things down. I think I can do this. Okay. So I had it all set up here. Here's the thing too. Don't do your weaving till you have all your pages glued down, because those little fuzzy things from the weavings were horrible to work around. And I really, yeah. That as an afterthought, don't weave until the end. But anyway, so the very first thing I glued down was one of the doors, and it was upside down. So I had to take it down to Mariah because I knew that she would enjoy it so much and get a big laugh out of it, because she's been kind of grumpy with this website thing and
Not feeling well now.
and not feeling well, and yeah, and everything is like bothering her, and she's talking to me about it.
How dare I talk to her about such things?
I might have to get one of those cough drops. I still haven't. Hey, people have been sending me websites with bourbon, on my Facebook page.
Yeah.
Yeah. How they know about that?
Because you talk about it in the stream.
Oh.
That's awesome, though. They're taking care of you. I love it. Sort of, maybe. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Well, there's a couple of them I really want to check out. There's this one called Pecan.
Do they ship to Texas? Because that's kind
Yes,
of,
they
okay.
do.
Because I couldn't remember.
This one place in New Mexico.
All right.
And it's pecan, has some kind of pecan brown sugar bourbon. Now, I mean, doesn't that just sound...
I don't know, though, but one of those things, it's like, yes, maybe a little bit of it, but a little bit goes
sippy,
a long
but
way. I don't
yes,
know.
and as a sipping whiskey. Because I don't sit here and like glug glug. It's just to clear up that mucus in the back of my throat. Okay, well, anyway, where was I going with this? Completely lost my train of thought.
I don't know, and I was reading chat, so here we
Okay.
are.
Here we are.
What,
All
aren't
right.
you somewhere in your notes there that you can...
No. Okay, yeah. Okay. So I told you I glued down my door upside down. So Mariah says, well, here, how long has it been down? I said, oh my God, you can't tear that off.
I could have got it up.
Well, so I got back upstairs and
Picked at it.
I tore it off. But it's in 3 sections, so it's really, if I wanted to use it again, but I'm just like, I just consider this.
Rhonda says sipping whiskey is her jam.
I mean, it's just, I really do. I really like it. And I don't know, I might just go out today and do it. This might be the day.
Hey, your hair looks pretty good. You got
Yeah,
some clean clothes on.
In my pants, I'll have to get out of my jammers. My bottoms.
It's business on top.
Yeah.
Studio on bottom.
And they have paint all over the front of them, so I can't wear. Well, I could. I mean, who cares?
Yeah.
They don't care as long as you have money to pay for your...
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, I had to revamp the whole thing, and I'll show it to you in a minute. But I've decided there's not going to be any pockets over the doors, because by the time I got those doors glued down and they look so good, we're not going to be putting any pockets on the doors. So it might entail putting some more pages in there. So then I got to thinking, the pockets on the interior pages and on the back of the doors, maybe. Then I wrote down, next thing to consider is how to attach these new inner pages that are not currently a part of the book. So I was looking through Facebook, and I don't know if Nadine Shores. Do we know Nadine?
Yes, we do.
Well, by golly, Nadine, your laced bindings, I think that's how I'm going to do that. I'm going to cross them and then actually sew them to the other binding tape.
Okay.
But I've been just trying to think of something, and the minute I saw that, I was like, that's it. That's the ticket. I think that will work.
Winner, winner.
I don't know for sure, but anyway, it was posted like 3 days ago, and I looked at it yesterday in Makers, so you can look at it too and find it there. All right, enough of the chit chat.
All right. Can I go top side now?
Yes, you can.
Okay. I'm gonna wait until you put something down there.
Okay, so I busted out. I just decided to do it. My big old 12 by 12, and this is the first print I pulled off of it. Isn't it beautiful?
I love it.
This green, this was achieved by mixing transparent red oxide in open and I believe Prussian. Yes, because I wanted to use the Prussian. And I was kind of remind somebody, and I can't remember who it is, it was in Makers, was talking about the Prussian Blue Yellow Challenge, and they tried using the Prussian Blue, and they did not care for that Prussian Blue.
Hi, Charmaine.
Well, they're not all the same, but what you will find is the Prussian Blue has a tendency to go green on you. Almost 100% always. I don't know why that is. But with that in mind, if you want to get a really dark, deep, foresty green, the transparent red oxide and the Prussian Blue in this soft body acrylic. I don't know what it is about this stuff.
Yeah.
But I love mixing it with the open.
It's like it makes it perfect.
It really does, and let me show you the print. I've got it on the plate right now. So I redid my shelving back here so I can accommodate. I don't know that I'm going to leave, and I'm probably not, because I told Mariah, I said, we just need to take off like 2 inches, and it'll fit onto our present acrylic. But then she said, well, let's just get a new, piece of...
Yeah, the plexiglass.
Plexiglass. And I thought, well, okay, we can do that. It'll still fit on there. But this is the print. And this is only one.
Yes, it made a very, like, black green is what Lynn was asking. Did it make a black green? Yeah, very
Yes.
dark green.
Yes, I'll bring it back. Look at that wonderful leftover stuff on that plate. And it smells so wonderful. I just love it.
That's beautiful.
But that was created with only this one.
Is it kind of wonky on there, or am I just like...
It is wonky.
Okay.
It is wonky. Yeah. Hey,
Sort of an optical illusion, because, like...
I was just trying... The air was going, and I'm like fighting this paper, and when hey, once it's down, you can't be wiggling about. But this was the... And see, you can tell...
It's a 9 by 12 stencil.
See where the iron oxide is?
And this is the Peacock Swirls, Darcy's latest, and it is in the shop right now in the current website.
Yeah, anything that I show, they don't let me have anything that's not in there.
I mean, it doesn't even get like...
No.
Brad maybe lets her hold it for a second. And then says, hand it back.
He grabs it real quick.
I'm like,
I was trying to snatch one of those wires today, but
don't you leave anything with her.
She will use it.
Yeah.
Hi, Master. Hi, darling. What you doing? Are you checking to see if there's any... If I dropped anything? Well, I could have. Just clean it up, sweetheart. Okay. So, those two are really great color combos. And especially... And I see any of those. The endanthrine.
They can't see them. You're pointing at them.
Oh, all of these little jobbers dry fast.
There you go.
Dry fast. I know. You know,
They see your face there, but it's very small. So, like, you know,
yeah,
being able to read something is...
Yeah. So this is what you
Don't you start sneezing on me.
These are good things to have, and you don't need a whole lot of it, and mix them with your heavy body acrylics. And if you don't have an open, shoot a little of the retarder in there, because it will give you wonderful results, and you will be happy that you did that. Okay, that's how I got that green, and I think it's a beautiful green. I like it.
Oh, Joni says use that sniffer she sent you.
I got it right here. I can just get it open. I've got lotion on.
Here, you want me to open it?
No,
Hi, Betsy.
I got it.
Oh, God.
Ah, by golly, you might want to try something. No, I don't want your germs. You might be sick.
I don't think we need to be sharing a sniffer.
Yeah, you get your own sniffer.
I'm good.
Okay, but isn't this gorgeous? I don't know that I'm going to leave it this color, but for right now, I'm just going to love on it and look at it.
Okay.
Anyway, okay.
Now they're asking what Joni sent.
Oh. I'll tell you what, you people take care of us.
Yeah.
The Power to Breathe. It's an Old Boss inhaler. Natural aromatherapy blend. Makes nasal passages feel cleaner. Helps you endure seasonal discomfort. And you can use it, adults and children 2 years of age and older.
Hey, she reorganized things, and I think you're finding things a lot better.
It has menthol oils of peppermint, cajeput, and eucalyptol. Aromatic vapors.
Joni's going to post it in Makers.
Thank you. Okay, yay, that's done. All right, let's move on to the, okay, oh, see,
Yeah.
tags. Because right here I said done. Well, maybe. They definitely stamping, and Em needs to sign them. So, Carrie, I went through and I signed everything that I could. Some of them, there wasn't really a place to sign, but I'm going to put a little PRC, and Mariah can do her little initial things on there.
I don't initial things.
You don't initial?
No.
Well, okay, then you just don't, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, so I was, I thought, I think what some of these need is they just need a little punch of red. So I got out my modeling paste in in Izzy's, what do you call these things? Play-Doh. I'm telling you what, you might think that this is really, juvenile or whatever. These little suckers seal down.
They're pretty hard to get open.
They're very hard to get open, but I only found one out of all the ones that I checked that had dried up. But you want to make sure you got a little paint around the edge there to kind of seal it, because you're going to have to bust it loose each time. But don't discount the Play-Doh containers. So I think these are Carrie's leaves. I'm not sure. Mariah will have to tell me.
Wait, which leaves are we looking at?
These right here.
Yes.
They were on a strip.
Yes, those are his borders.
They kind of
border sets.
weave back and forth, which was really nice. And I taped them off.
Yeah, I like that idea. Diane says maybe a thumbprint. I could just thumbprint it instead of putting my initials on it.
Well, you'll have to do it on the back because it would
My
mess
little
up my
pinky.
design.
Little pinky print.
Okay, I think this is lovely. Now, I think these leaves are somebody else's.
That's Carrie's.
Oh.
From the roses.
Yeah, okay. They're the end jobbers.
Now, the big ones there that you stamped, those are Rhonda's.
Yeah.
But those are with
these
the stamp.
Arondas. And then the original tag came from
Jacqueline.
So, I mean, we're talking about there's
A collaboration.
This is a collaborative tag. How about that? Okay, so I took and used dragonfly wings with the purple. Can you see it?
So that's from the strippers.
Yeah.
And that's, I'll tell you, and it's been very popular lately. I think it's volume 3.
Yeah.
Strippers.
I like it a lot and I like the denseness of it. And I overlapped it on the area where it was already purple, and I think it really worked out well. This one was a rub off after I had done the leaves.
Yeah. And it's one of the watercolor ones.
It's one of the watercolors, which has a rub off of
Lori.
jazz on it. Some more little spots of red, which I just think it really works well. And this is on Non-Horny Man. This is his availability. This was a piece. Did I already show this?
Sort of, but
I don't think
been altered.
Yeah, it's been altered. This is a piece from Anne's Fran and Friends thing, and then I cut out some stars.
Pedro, yes, Pedro,
and put the stars on there. I don't think they were on this side. I think I already had them on this side, right?
Yeah, and those are the wisecracker stars.
Yeah, and then on the outside, I took dragonfly wings and kind of smushed some stuff on there. Rubbed it off. And here's another one of the watercolors with the rub off leaves.
Oh yes, and a happy birthday, Miriam.
Oh yes, 29, right? I really think this is really beautiful. I love that. And then I put some of these down at the bottom because
that's better.
It just made it feel a little more grounded, a little more balanced with all that heavy weight at the top. And I didn't get too carried away here because I wanted to just bring a little of the orange down here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to bring, I ran out of time. I want to take some of this color, and I didn't have any. I'm going to have to mix it to put down here so that it will
Why
reverse
don't you
out.
mix it?
You mean like right now?
Yeah, I think they would love to see that. They are always asking to see, what colors did you do? What are you ready for that, or is that?
Oh, sure. Well,
okay.
I mean, it's not going to take that much.
Okay.
I've got everything within arm's reach here. What I do is I pick
Oh,
one.
and happy birthday, Lynn, tomorrow.
Pick one of these that's kind of in that color range. That looks like, but I have to be careful because sometimes the color that's on the lid isn't necessarily.
Yeah, it's most recent version.
Sometimes I forget to
update your swatch.
Update my lid swatch. Alright, that's not terribly... There, yeah, I did. It loosened it up. Alright, I think we're going to make it.
Good deal.
But this is a good sign. This means that the interior will most likely be still usable.
Would you like me to... I'll worry about you and your...
Oh, yeah. You can tell it's had many lives. Alright, well this is going to work great. Okay, so we're looking at this and we're looking at this, and what you should notice right away is that it needs more. Oh, and look at what I've got out here. Turquoise.
Perfect. It was just meant to be.
Phthalo.
Now, I don't know if you guys caught this or, need a little revamping of what's in the little Play-Doh pot is texture paste mixed with colors.
Yeah.
And
you should go with heavy body as much as you can because you don't want to... Remember, you're using this...
Yeah. Hi, Belinda.
You want it to stay stiff.
Yeah.
You don't want it loosey-goosey. This is looking a little loosey-goosey.
A little bit. But I think that could just be the stuff on kind of the top. So once you mix it around.
Could be. Certainly could be.
So it's texture paste. It's the light and fluffy mixed with different colors of things. Usually golden. Because it doesn't take much.
It doesn't take much. And it's I always peel this off because I try to wipe it off, but sometimes I'm busy.
Diane says her last birthday when she turned 29, her eldest son said, "Oh, for goodness sakes, Mother, I turn 40 next year. You have to get real, woman." That's funny.
Oh, children can be such ingrates sometimes.
Pooty. It is pretty soupy. I'm pretty surprised that it is actually that soupy. These are old.
These are very old. Well, you can tell from the crusty business on the thing. Okay. Now, what we've noticed here, when we hold this over here.
Ooh, I think looks perfect.
I think it needs a tiny, tiny bit of yellow. And I want to be really careful because it doesn't need that much. And I don't. Oh, this is where I run into trouble. Oh, we'll go with yellow ochre. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting kind of low on this, Mariah.
You just told me you didn't need any more paints.
I know I don't. But I'm getting kind of low on yellow ochre. It was a diminutive size that you ordered for me.
Well, I wasn't sure you... Actually, I think I even just ordered that for you just because. Not... Oh, no. Yeah, I think you requested.
Oh, and see when you do that, that's like
that's a rookie move
diaper
right
head
there.
idea. Just squeeze it out on your finger right now, because you don't want to, squeeze that out on your plate and go, oh, holy moly, what is happening here?
Yeah, don't suck it all the way back in the tube.
Don't suck it all the way. Squeeze it up and get it off. Okay. I'm going to try to, kind of keep it neat and clean here. I apologize for the present condition of this little thing down here, but...
Paula, I think that golden has a fluffy it's not fluffy, but, whipped.
They do, but you're going to pay a lot more.
I know, but the Crafters Workshop in the Netherlands is insane, so... it may be
absolutely
cheaper, even though it would be more expensive for us. It may be cheaper there for her.
Okay, well, I think that's might not spot on. I'm going to, because Mariah mentioned this, I'm going to add a little more stiffener.
Yeah, I think you need to. It's soupy.
Pretty soupy. And soupy does not go well with...
That's funny. I think that's good because it'll lighten it up a little too.
Stiffen it up and lighten it up. Both are desirable outcomes.
Yeah, it's 23 euros for the little...
Oh my.
Now that's pricey.
People need to get hooked up with China.
We're not condoning that.
Okay, give it a good whipping.
Whip it good.
Whip it good.
Be nice if you had a little tiny mixer.
Wouldn't that be wonderful? Oh, that'd be. I would just splatter it all over myself.
That's true.
It never fails when I make my famous raisin rum cookies. I end up with that stuff, and I'm looking at my glasses and I'm going,
You need to make some more of those cookies.
I do.
Actually, you don't. Just eat them.
Well, at least you can say that you know what's in it. They don't have any preservatives in it. I use very little sugar.
Justification.
I really, seriously, I use very little sugar. There is some molasses in there. That keeps you regular. I know y'all wanted to know that. As you get older, being regular is important. Okay, and this is how I do
Thank
this.
you, Mary.
Pardon?
She says, you guys are an absolute hoot. This is kind of a chill day. Sometimes
All right. What you do is you take this and you want to gently squeeze all you can, because that's probably about, you know,
hey, that's,
50 cents worth of paint there.
Yeah. Don't just wipe that off. Keep
Yeah,
it.
don't just wipe that off. You know, I should have cleaned off the lid. Oh well. It'll be fine because I'll change the color again anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, here I am. I am going to wipe this off and I'll do a little better job.
Oh, Candy says that Liquitex also makes a light modeling paste. So that could be similar.
And, you know, we should try that out. Is it price-wise, what's it?
Well, again, we're talking about for Paula in the Netherlands. Could be, because, see, I think that probably one of the reasons that the light and fluffy is very expensive there is because they're not bringing in large amounts of it. You know, whoever's buying it, they're getting their cut of it as well. By the time you go through all of that, that's why it gets so pricey. But if you have somebody that's bringing in more product, they can keep the price. You know, it depends on like dealers and things of that nature.
I might go with those. That would be an interesting, you know, kind of. I really like these leaves.
Oh, I don't know about that. They might be.
What might be?
The Crafters Workshop. They might be Canadian. I don't remember that offhand. I feel like I should know that though.
You know, if I cleaned my stencils like you probably should, they wouldn't all stick together and be all a big mess of stuff in there. Okay, so I've got the little ones. I don't know if I'm feeling that.
There you go. I don't know, scale-wise, I think they're.
I think we're just going to have to stay with these dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I got to tape off the rows. Mariah, I need some. Do you have any more fat washi tape? I've got lots of this little.
Yeah, like that size. I have lots of that. I get that because that's what we tape down the mats with.
Ah.
And it's reasonably priced. Because I don't really care about it. It's aesthetics.
Yeah. Just. Okay. So I'm going to mask off this part.
Ah, the Crafters Workshop headquarters is in New York. New York City.
Did I tell you that I made some really awesome chutney?
She did. It's quite good.
I eat it. I've decided I just eat it on everything. I had it on toast the other day. I just really like it a lot. Okay, now we have to decide placement here. So that leaf is going that way. So I'm kind of thinking I need to balance this out and have these going this way. I don't know. I don't even know this is going to be used all together. But, you know.
It's Tweak It Tuesday. We're tweaking things.
Yeah, we're tweaking. Okay, I'm going to bring it down just ever so slightly because I want to hit some of that really apricot-y color there. Need some bourbon.
I think you should just take a little. I just have been licking on the thing. I can't keep it in my mouth, but I just take a lick.
And then the lick keeps you from...
Yeah, that's plenty. I mean, it's a little gift that keeps on giving. Probably not the most, attractive thing to watch me lick that, but,
Okay, I just
somebody might be into
smeared
it.
some over there, but I'm going to take care of that real quick.
Made me chuckle.
I've got a little...
That was from Jacqueline.
Okay, now we need to get after this before... Okay, it's a little bit smeary, but see?
It'll be alright.
It'll be alright.
Hey, whoa, 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 whoa.
What we doing there?
Well, you're hitting the thing. Wow. I could be causing. There we go. Ooh, and I hit a good light spot. That's nice. It is a beautiful print. Look at you doing some Q-tip work. Hi, Carrie.
I know, and I really like these little jobbers that have the points on them.
Yeah.
I thought about having Izzy sit around and spin on them and make them into
Super
points. I don't know how long she'd do it for me. Okay, I think that's good. What do y'all think?
It's true. That's very true. Anne says no. It's Elmsford, New York, not NYC. That would make it more expensive.
Oh.
True that. Hi, Maxine.
Alrighty. Well, there we go.
Did I say hi, Carrie? Sorry.
Alright, let's, I don't know if I can do this, and it's kind of a scary thing here. So I don't know what it's going to do, but we're going to go for it.
Okay. Oh, Sherry says that your jewelry matches the tag.
Oh. Well.
Your ring definitely is.
I know in this one ring that I've got on, I was looking for my, oh, look at that. Now, see?
That's lovely.
Woo-hoo. I would have put it over here, but
Jacqueline says 2 thumbs up.
Thank you, ma'am. All right. Now, I'm not going to worry about that stuff stuck around there because that's going to help seal it back up.
It's what helps keep it.
This is what helps keep it nice and moist. And I think that I need to add a bit more because you can see this kind of, I'm not getting really crisp. It's not bothering me. But I can rectify that matter by adding more
Texture paste.
The problem right now is, I see you can see the lid's kind of a bit wonky.
Yeah.
That's because it's got a big buildup right there. I think it'll be fine. All right, let's put that someplace to dry.
Yeah.
And I kind of cleaned up the stencils. I always check the points on these leaves to make sure they're not getting filled up. Oh, and the other thing is, I'm glad that we're doing this. Where am I going to put that? Where am I going to put that right over there? I don't want to set something on top of it. When you take your tape off, and you should do it, you know, as soon as you finish, try to go with the little, so that you're not destroying your stencil. But get this off because I'll tell you what,
the longer
this
it
tape
stays,
won't stick on anything but Yupo.
it loves Yupo.
And it just, when it's on there, it's on there.
It's very true. This is why we use it for the mats.
Yeah.
That was just
all right.
Happy accident figuring that out.
Okay. Well, that was fun. I really hadn't planned on doing that, but
On the schedule.
it was not on the schedule. All right. Where do we go next? Well, let's pull some prints. I'm going to tell you about.
Oh, Rhonda, we just get ours at, I mean, I don't know if you order from Amazon, but we just order ours from Amazon, right? The
What is
freezer
it?
paper? The butcher?
I'm pretty sure that's where we ordered it from.
Yeah.
And a roll of it lasts forever.
Yeah.
And I mean, we use it. I use it a lot. Okay, here.
Well, it's like the perfect stick. Because, see, Deb, I think that masking tape is going to be way too sticky.
It is.
Especially on those, little delicate...
Tender tendrils.
Tender tendrils, that's right.
It will, yeah.
Hey,
And
Anthony.
you can probably use, we used to, there's a brand of tape that watercolorists use to tape off their, that's not very sticky. But, I mean, just buy some cheapo, they have that washi tape. You can buy 25 rolls for $2.95.
She don't
Something
know.
like that.
Something like that.
I don't really know that. Okay, I want you to see this and how absolutely stunning this is. And I'm going to tell you how I did it. First of all, I did the gold. Let it dry. Fast dry. Then I took the semi-transparent, oh, it's the one that's a hard little booger to open. Iridescent copper fine, and it crazed on me, but I put it over the top of the gold, let it dry, and then I used this.
What is this?
I used this. It could have been this one.
Or it could have been this.
It's either.
That looks more like it.
I think maybe, yeah.
Okay, so hold that up and show people.
Oh, this is the Utrecht turquoise, series 2. I mean, they're both turquoise, but you can tell they're just slightly different. This is slightly more green.
Yeah, and it looks a little.
And it's really hard to tell here because we've got all these other colors interfering with it, as far as, you know, being able to see the color. All right. See, we need to clean up our edges because they're not
getting furry.
Getting furry. I mean, you can just go so long, but not. I'm a little disappointed. I don't. Those little cracky things out there are not what I.
Well, we can fix that.
Mariah can fix that for me. I'll hand that to you as one of
because you want me to use that kind of color anyway. So
yes. All right. Now we're just going to take a little time, do a little maintenance here, because this isn't going to get any better. I'm going to leave the stripes out there, but this business on the edge, this is going to continue to build up until the point where you're going to have a really bad thing happen called rip your paper as it
because it just starts grabbing more and more.
More and more.
More and more.
More and more. But I can just be really careful and just get those edges.
Oh yeah, that's a good combo, those colors.
I always do the long side first.
Darcy says we need a Bob the Builder type song for Mariah. Can she fix it? Yes, she can. Can she spray it? Of course she will.
Yes, she will. I
don't know if it'll fix it. See, I'm caught in the rut. I really want my chair to be over this way, just ever so slightly, but I'm caught in the rut. So,
you need to get a chair that has wider wheels on it so it doesn't do that.
That's good too, Deb. It's just like that disco song. More, more, more. How do you like it? How do you like it? Did you like that? Oh, watch the viewership gotta go.
Everybody starts leaving.
Oh, she's singing. It's terrible.
Okay. So we've just got that little bit of turquoise out there. We'll wait until we want to do that with something and then we will. Okay, let's see what this one is. Oh, this is just a cleanup pull. What?
Rhonda said Billy Idol is unhappy you called it disco. Oh, that's funny. Oh, and then Diane says, got the gel plate with the fur, got the whole world looking at her. Look at that, that's good. Oh, Carrie filmed the March color combo video today. He has to say a real challenge for March. He nearly didn't make it.
Oh my goodness.
Still not 100% I did. I'm sure it's awesome. And hey, if it was a challenge, it's supposed to be a challenge.
All right, this is a wonderful background print. I thought Mariah might want to use this for some tags.
Maybe.
I don't know. It's really not the right color of yellow.
I don't think that maybe matters because, again, if I spray it with some stuff, it will be okay.
But isn't it wonderful?
Yes, it's lovely.
It does have a bit of shine to it. I put a little bit of shine on it.
No,
okay, we're getting some edge build up here. Sorry, I might be able to reuse that tape. sometimes if you can hit the spot where you didn't have any stuff coming up.
When does the video come out? Oh, March 2nd in Makers. Yes, yes. So check that list that, like I said, and if you can go back into Makers, because you could probably find your post faster, but just pin it to the featured. That way people can see everything that's happening this month. If you don't, that's totally fine. I'll go back in there and find it. I found it, but whenever I search it, like, I actually have to find it inside of Makers for me to be able to pin it to the featured. I don't know why that is. It's very annoying.
I don't really know what you're talking about, and I'm certainly glad I don't have anything to do with that.
Mm-hmm.
God knows that had never happened.
Oh, no. All right, Mary. No worries.
I'd hashtag it. That's what I'd do.
Uh-huh. I don't know if it... Was there a hashtag? Maybe we should start a hashtag for the schedule.
There you go. That'll help me find it. Okay, now see, I reused that piece of tape. I think it's pretty much done. Did pull off a little bit of grunge and grime out there in the middle. Alright, that's ready to go. What do we have here? We've got one more. And this was remember one of my flop-offs?
Oh, yes, yes. I remember.
Remember that one?
Darcy says she likes it when other YouTubers sing. So then that way she's not the only one.
Oh.
Violet's pretty good too. She'll do a little ditty here and there.
She will. They're funny. Okay, this was pulled with a very much brayered off layer of this.
Look at that furry business that's happening on the edge of that print.
Oh yeah. And I'm happy that now this paper will pull it up, but when you're talking about the tissue paper,
yeah,
even though it is, wet strength, it really,
it's not fur strength.
No. All right, we're putting this over here because this may be a possible addition to the.
Who told us about some of those Nova color paints? Somebody else was talking about that, I think. Maybe it was you, Deb. She's getting some. Her sister's bringing her some from SoCal Friday.
Well, let us know.
Can't remember.
We have not used those.
But I heard that they were like really good.
I can't have any more paint. I don't have any more room.
She can't have more paint.
I can just experience yours vicariously. So post lots of information.
Maya, you'll have to ask Carrie and Paula, but I would say that I think the color challenge could be anything.
Yeah, I think one of the things that you have to keep in mind in the idea of a challenge is that it's there to help you grow as an artist and become more familiar with your materials. And I don't even necessarily think that,
Oh, that's right. Yeah, and Darcy did the digital. Yeah.
Okay.
Massey's over here tooting. Hey, you smell. Yeah, you're making stickies.
Yeah. She sleeps with me, but trust me, I mean, every now and then I wake up and go, holy moly, what is going on here?
Well, it's just this new food, I think, because
she's kind of having a little bit of indigestion problems, I think.
I don't know.
All right. Here we go. Okay. Now, the stars are gold, just golden gold, regular, not open. And then what I did is I came in with you can see it down here. It didn't craze so much down there. This crazing business is kind of one of those. I used these three.
Sandra would like to know, did you put the Queen P, did you put down these colors over the stencil? Now she'll be talking about that last print. I would assume.
That I just pulled?
Mm-hmm.
The purple? This one?
Because remember, that was a flop off, so there really wasn't the stencil.
And that's why it's kind of, it looks a little
hazy.
Yeah.
And then that's a transparent paint over the purple. Is that correct?
No.
No. Oh, you flopped off onto the plate?
No, the design was flopped off onto a nude, naked plate.
Yes. Okay. Onto the plate.
Onto the plate.
Yes. So that's why it's still on top.
Yes.
Okay.
Then this was what was used to pull it. And I just brayered it out really thin. Good question. Thank you for asking. All right. Now, I can't tell you exactly where which went, but these 3 are on here. But look at this marvelous, marvelous crazing. And very...
Perfect. Thank you, Anne.
Very,
I can find it from there.
nicely distributed, all except that little part down here where it got a little heavy with the pink, but I guess it did in a couple other places. So here's what
it does, Carrie.
What?
Is if your dog has gas, maybe the food has high protein content. It does. This new food does. And it's like, it doesn't have the grains and all that.
Because, yeah, we thought it caused inflammation.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the vet said.
So.
Okay, we're going to go with this rather than this because I think this has a little bit more blue to it and not so much green. And what I'm hoping here is that all of those little crazing marks are going to turn kind of browny. But the brownie is going to be next to this lovely turquoise, and I think it's just going to be splendid. That's what I think. We don't know. Carmichael always used to say, proof is in the eating. May look good, but you got to taste it first. Okay, now look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And I'm going to kind of leave that. This is almost ready to pull, I think.
No, this is like some fancy thing from the, pet store. Yeah. We were giving her the Costco brand, which she liked a lot better. She's not too crazy about the new fancy food.
The Jack Russell likes it.
Yeah.
He's down there eating her food. Mazzy just standing there looking at him. I'm like, now's the time to kick his ass and move him on. And I don't, he doesn't even eat his food.
That's what I was thinking. I think it's fascinating that here it is. I don't know.
Animals are funny. Okay, got to get those edges. Edges.
Julie's, this live stream has variety. Yes.
We try to do that. Look at that color. Isn't that just marvelous? Darling. Now let's try to get some paper down before it starts drying, because this is another one of these dry paints.
Hashtag variety. It's a variety show. Maybe that's what I should just start calling the stream. Art-based variety show.
All about. And we throw life in just for chuckles and grins.
Uh-huh.
Notice I said chuckles and grins. All right, now let's. Isn't that just gorgeous?
Oh, that does look fabulous.
Everything I wanted to. I wished I'd brayered it. See, look. Are all the lights shining in it? Probably. Can you see?
No, that's good. You're doing a fabulous job. Well, if you tilt that way, that's perfect.
Can you see those little crazy marks?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, I did this because I've got all of these papers that are kind of this pale.
Hi, Yuta.
I needed something with some punch.
Yes.
Now I'm going to put this over here because I'm going to bring it back in and show you. It's that one line there that just drives me crazy, crazy, crazy. All right.
Okay, Carrie, so M, on your Facebook page, are you able to create new tabs at the top, like feature one? Like on pages, I don't think so. I think that's just a group, like a group feature. But that would be cool, like if you could add that to pages. There's probably some like little, sometimes there's those add-in type things, but usually they don't always work. So I don't know about that.
trying to get down to
Here, this is going to crack you up. So, I guess Diane has a parrot. She says, my parrot thought it was hilarious to fly over on my shoulder, poop on me, and fly off screaming, "Stinky bird." I knew she'd think that was hilarious.
Oh, Mariah's father had a parrot
Named Frankie.
named Frankie. And this was when he lived in the basement, and he was a big parrot, big parrot.
A basement of
He
somebody
loved
else's
me.
house.
But he would puke on me. And he would get so excited when because this was before we were married, so I was still going to school in Sterling, and Scotty was in Greeley. And so, we'd meet up for the weekends, and the minute I walk in the door, he would just start squawking and raising Cain because he wanted to get out of the cage and come over and puke on me. Show me how much he loved me.
Hi, Susan.
Okay.
I was wondering where you were.
All right. So you see what happened here. Let me find those.
It looks fabulous, though.
I know. I'm going to show you what.
Diane says he was trying to feed you.
Oh, but he'd sit there and he'd pick at my hair. No, it was probably gagging. It's probably an airball. I don't know. But he was such a fun parrot. And then when we got married, we couldn't have him in our apartment because he was kind of loud. So, Scotty's best friend said, "I'd love to have him."
Who? Kenny?
Kenny Maples.
Well, I didn't ask Kenny if whatever happened to him.
Oh, well, he finally, I don't know what happened, but he passed.
Oh.
He was old when we got
okay.
him. Because
I was going to say, because he could have still
a-
been alive.
Oh, he could have, but he was elder parrot when we got him.
Got it.
And the people that had him before us, they had to move or something, and they couldn't take him. And I don't know. I think you found him on the bulletin board at this.
She was talking about the turquoise and the. Oh well, okay. So Sandra, I think she's further back in the stream. Whenever she was asking about the.
Oh yes, I'm bringing it back because I really want you to see why I made this one, why I needed it. See that?
We need to tell Sandra to come closer to the hit the live button.
Okay. The reason that I did something like this, and I don't know that this is going to be absolutely spot on, but I'm thinking it's going to be closer than some of the ones that I already have. I'm probably going to, but here's my upside down page. Can you see it?
This is the one that that's why it's in pieces. But hey, it actually came off in pretty good pieces.
Well, I kept it because I thought I could use it for tags.
Yeah.
But it was so cool because it just ripped the top surface of the paper off with that layer of paint. I was sad when it happened, but then I did this one,
You're like,
and
it's
I
okay.
just love this one.
That's fantastic.
And the colors of the saris, and I mean, I didn't buy anything. We just used what we had over there on the wall. Mariah won't let me buy any more until we use that all up.
And there's a whole bag because she got one of those. What do you call it? Something.
What you
rugs.
call chindi.
Chindi? Yeah, is that?
Chindi rugs at the dollar store, and took it apart. The only problem with that is most of those are polyester. They're not silk. They're very sturdy. They don't tear worth a darn. You have to cut them.
Hmm.
But most of these are silk. I think one of them is partial polyester. Okay, so here's the thing. See why I say glue on before you weave? See all these hairs sticking over there?
Oh. Glue
Makes
before
it-
you weave.
Glue before you weave, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Now, isn't this lovely? I love this one. And I'm really thinking about making another door, maybe behind this door,
Yes.
because I've got extra papers. Because I don't want to cover this up with, pockets.
Yeah.
I just think it's really, really wonderful. And I could even put it in front of that.
I like that. It's kind of like the beginning, like, you know, it's transitioning.
And I even thought about cutting this edge.
Mm-hmm.
But look at that wonderful thing that would have to go away there.
Well, then you could put that on a tag.
But I thought that, you know, if you just imagine that as a little more organic, a little more
I know.
flowy.
I
don't
asked you
know
about that in the beginning because I kind of had that thought, but
Yes, I know. We did discuss it.
we don't like to do things the easy way.
Heavens no.
I mean,
Why would you do something like that? Holy moly. Okay, but I still think I could get another, remember the lacing
oh yes,
that
not
Nadine showed?
yes, and that is true. Not all sari silk is silk. Sometimes silk is sometimes used to differentiate the floaty sari from the cotton version. And we got some polyester versions too. Just
Yeah.
to be real.
I know, because when you fire them up with the lighter, they just melt.
Mm-hmm.
Silk burns.
There's some info for you.
Yeah. Okie dokie.
Learning things.
So, there we are. Now, what time is it?
4:11.
Okay, so I've got time. I do have many more doors.
Oh, Jacqueline says maybe you could use a wide piece of washi tape down the back of the sari ribbon when you do the gluing to keep it, you know.
You know what? That is exactly what I finally did. I just took the washi tape and pulled it back, and I couldn't do it in one strip because I did it in probably a little like this,
Mhm.
but that's how I finally did this one, the orange one.
Anne says burn testing fabric is a science I love to do.
Yes. Okay, well, as you can see, it's not like coming along with leaps and bounds, but I'm getting...
I think you've done some major stuff, and she had to make packets.
I made packets. I've been working on the tags.
Oh, do you want to show them your... Did you bring up your little makeshift stampy things?
I should show those because those are really quite nice. I did them this morning when I was doing, so any orders that you have, it will, well, I don't know, you had a few left.
Yeah.
So Brad brings me these strips that are left over from the...
And we're thinking about maybe adding kind of various strip type things so you guys could make your own stamp things. I don't know if that sounds weird or if that is something you guys would be interested in.
Well, you know,
She is.
Who is?
You are.
I am.
I just don't know if somebody would want to buy it.
Oh, yeah.
Because these don't always happen. It just depends on, like, what we're... Because, you know, we cut multiple things at a time. So, like, there isn't a standard. So we were thinking that if it is something, we could create an actual cut file to get some cool different various sizes and widths and kind of make them perhaps even sort of ribbony to make these little stamp things, and you guys could make your own.
Look at that. It's almost like I used it on the tags today as kind of a marking. You know, it looks like a mark.
Yes, Jacqueline, definitely. I mean, definitely on the genius level. She says, do I now get to call myself a genius since I had the same idea as P?
Absolutely,
I
dear.
mean, she would be okay with that.
Absolutely. This one's just rolled up. Makes a little, you know,
Ziggy
swirly do.
Kind of makes me think of those one candies.
Yeah.
Ribbon candy.
Ribbon candies. And this one is just wound up.
It's hand in hand, Diane. I'm really impressed at how, like, how uniform that one little one that you did.
Oh, I know.
Like,
well, it kind of depends on the strip. Sometimes they're not all. It's hard to get them so that they. There's another little mark making.
oh, Sandra's like way back, maybe. I don't know.
But aren't those just cute as they can be? Fun.
Fun.
With trash.
Pill stamps.
I don't know how much of this he threw away before I finally...
None.
None. He never threw anything
I don't
away.
think so. He's been keeping it.
And I know that he's being very frugal about how he lines them up.
Yeah, because we didn't, we just didn't know about all the stamp business. So we're trying to
Yeah. So kind of like an onion.
Oh, some places offer scrap bags of odds and ends. No guarantee of size or shape. We've talked about that, and even like with the, scrapey offy little pieces, because, we could collect it. Now, that means we do really have to clean the kitchen table and, keep
I'll
things
tell you what, this
a
little
cleaner.
star stamp.
Buy our trash, new category for website. Yeah.
It is...
Trash or treasure.
I mean, I've stamped all of those papers that you saw earlier with this little stamp.
I love the star stamp.
And
I love the star stamp.
It's just, and I'm really looking forward to, because these I like because they're sort of informal. They look kind of edgy. They look like something, more...
It's very mark making.
Mark making, graffiti-y.
Yeah.
E.
And the thing is so we would never be able to cut a stamp, probably, that would do that. Because you kind of need the wonkiness of it to be able to have that differing...
Yes, and it's just like, and it's... Even using the same stamp over and over again, I'm getting different images.
I like this. This is this is true. It says, disclosure, I do not speak for PM Artist Studio, but I do like her idea. She says, buy 2 bags and get some free roll-off pages. It's the different way to... but see now, this is like how we were dealing with all the prints, was to send out the little packets. Well, now P actually has to make prints to send out the packets because, we have more orders than we have the prints, because she doesn't make as many prints as she once did, because, it used to be like this whole big thing. Although here lately with this project, there have been more prints.
There have been.
Mm-hmm.
And what was really good today is I sort of experimented with different... That's how I came up with this color, the turquoise phthalo. And it's really, I told Mariah, I said, I know I bitch about doing it, but I love doing it, because I just sit here and it's like, I don't care, it doesn't matter. Whatever I do, if I screw it up, then nobody cares. And I'm much more free with my whole mental when I'm doing those
And then
prints.
she'll bring me a batch. She'll be like, this is a really good one.
Well, I have actually kept
She
some
says that
out.
about all the batches.
I
This
have
is a really
yeah,
good one.
It's kind of like Francis, the what? Non-trading artist card.
The AKCs.
Yeah.
Artist keeper cards.
Artist keeper cards. Okay, well I have some.
Grab and dab.
Yeah. I think these are a lot of fun, and I think it would be fun to have everybody, maybe that should be a challenge that everybody, if you join the challenge, send us a stamped envelope and we'll send you a strip.
You simmer down with your send me. If you want to handle that, you need to get with Anne. She is in charge of those sorts of things.
I'm really stressed out just signing up for the swaps.
Oh, and she did finally get out her Valentine card to
It was before the end of February.
Yeah. It was like 4 or 5 days.
I found it under the glass thing. It was getting smashed because it was all after gluing on all these different things. Okay, well, there we go.
See, I wonder if I can make that ribbon. Oh yeah. I think you probably could.
What?
Using fun foam, it's not gonna be as.
This stuff is really stiff.
It is stiffer, but you still probably could get something near it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Brett. I guess Brad's back. It's just chat. She knows not what she says. She has great ideas. She needs a full on committee to be a part and take care of her and implement.
Yes, I have great ideas. It's just that once. Yeah. Well, this is turning out to be a pretty nifty piece of paper. I might save this and.
Oh yeah, you can use hot glue on little blocks and stuff. P has some of those.
Yeah.
Those are great on the gel plate. You have them right there?
Yeah.
Look at you.
There's one. I like this one a lot.
Sometimes they kind of pop
off.
off.
And it was a lot better after those popped off.
Less
you
uniform.
can't, if they pop off, you can't glue them back down. I've done that too.
It'd probably be better if you sanded your block a little bit, so it'd be a bit more grippy.
Very possibly. There's a nice little funky square. Oh, and I had something on this end, you can tell, but it popped off. Hey, I used to use these things all the time. You know, since we started doing our stuff, this is low tech, but I like it.
Yeah.
And I would use these more on the plate to make textured designs rather than actually using them as stamps. Because the problem with the hot glue is that it's not a very soft.
squishy, so it's like stamping on paper is not.
Unless you
but it's great on the gel plate.
But, you know, if you put something like, you know, the yoga mat underneath it and really bear it down, I imagine it would work. I don't know. That would be something to test out. But I do have those. I just don't remember to use them. Because I've just got, you know, all this other.
Oh, Candy, back in the day, she was a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and she'd keep all the bits and pieces of the rubber stamps so she could make something from them. See, you're in the right place, Candy.
Yes, absolutely.
She found them the other day. Oh, fantastic. Jacqueline would like to know, did the second graders receive lots of Valentine cards? You need to follow up with...
yeah, with Sierra. I will. I will do that. I will. I'm going to write myself a note. That's the only way I remember this kind of stuff.
Oh, yes. And then Devin, she did a video. I watched part of it. I started to watch it. I need to get back to that. She used, so you can die cut fun foam to make stamps. And then she recently used hot glue wax seals to make some stamps. So if you have those things, that's fantastic. Frankenstamping. She wrote herself a note.
Hey, this is the way you remember things.
It is.
Okay. Now what? I've pretty much fulfilled my.
Well, do you have some prints to pull over there?
Nope, pull them all. Guess we can make some more.
Yeah.
Oh, we can pull this one probably, since that paint was already drying as I was. That's the only thing. See, the other thing about these big plates.
Whew. Tell ya.
Paint dries fast. And it's also a new plate too. Yeah. Oh, this isn't the new plate. This is my old.
Yeah.
9x12. Oh, lost a star. But I don't really worry about this because now that I have Mariah, all I do is I just hand her this, and she's going to take care of those voids out there.
And once you tone them back with the spray, which I could do real quick, like for this one. 1 second, I think.
But you can see the crazing on that. It's really, really cool.
No, that's the lighter one. I need the dark one. I think I need my good old setties. One thing I don't like about having them in the drawer like this is that I spend a lot of time kind of fussing through them, you know?
Yeah, and it's hard to get them in the back in the places where that you know that they're there. I'm not going to mess around and clean that up right now because I don't have time for that. Now, what do we have?
What? What did you knock over?
My ball. I didn't knock it over. I just sloshed it.
Sloshed it?
Yeah. I guess this is where we're going to see if this layer of
paint
gesso is going to be.
Ooh, okay, let's see.
And you know, that's one of the nice things about acrylic paint is plastic.
Alright, this is somebody answer Eddie. It's the fun foam that you can. Yeah. Yes, exactly. The fun foam from cheap stores.
Sorry guys, got to clean up the spill. It wasn't a spill, it was just a slight
splash. A large splash.
And that's the other nice thing about this butcher paper is it's, you know, the water doesn't get soaked down in. Okay, well, I really think it wasn't like a major disaster.
That's good. Here, you can show this whenever you. Okay.
Might need to go underneath the flattener. Oh my gosh, don't put that on my nice paper.
Well, it's not like sopping wet. Just don't, you know.
Oh, see?
So, you know. And I could go darker. I have a darker one. That's the Lindy's, here, show them that.
This is the Lindy's Starburst. I don't know if it bursted any stars.
Well, it's got a shimmer to it, is all it means.
Oh. I'm not seeing much in the way of shimmering there, but, you know.
Take your word for it.
Yeah. Oh, I just see that
Hi,
area. See, oh, I'm going to hold that up to the camera. See this area right here.
Mm-hmm, that looks cool.
We need to see if we can get some more of that kind of stuff happening on the plate.
Well, you got 30 minutes.
I think I can do it. I don't know that, you know, you never know. How exactly it's going to pan out on the crackling business. I'll let you have that. Hey, I found this spray bottle.
Where was it?
It was back behind some stuff over here. And I don't even know if it works.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I'll keep it in here, though.
Okay. All right, let's do some stars. What did I do with my star stencil here? Oh, it's back right here.
Oh, yeah, we've even done, kind of made little impression plates, like with, you know, when you get things at the grocery store, the little foam containers. So Maya was saying you can use foam packaging that your meat comes in, yes, to carve.
Yeah, do be careful with that meat packing, the stuff. Make sure that you wash it well, because it will,
it holds kind of.
yes, microbial bad things. Okay, what am I doing? Oh.
Sometimes corn comes in it too.
Yeah, or even, you know, like cookies or pastries or whatever.
That's where she goes with things. I don't know if they're serving them up in the foam things.
Is that the side I want down? Nope. I want this side.
Why is that?
Because I can feel it. And sometimes I do this. With this pointy business. Make sure all those little points are attached to the plate.
Yes.
You don't have to really do it with other things. All right, let's reverse this out. We're going to have blue stars this time. And gold background. Just for, you know, novelty. And remember, you need to use a little bit more paint because it's going to go down into the crevasses. Oh, isn't that just gorgeous?
Lovely. Gosh, that thing is just woo.
What?
Cough drop thingy.
Oh,
I mean, it works, but holy cow, that thing is strong.
You certainly haven't been, and your voice sounds better.
I know. That's why I started taking it again, because I was like, well, I'm getting raspy.
Raspy. Rasposo.
Hi, Mary Ellen.
That's a word I always like to say in Spanish.
Ours is here. I'll grab the package. I think you guys are talking about the same thing.
All right, now you know the routine. We've got to let that dry. But we've got blue stars, and then we'll have a gold background.
Where did you put the freezer paper?
Oh, it's right here.
You have stuffed it in a different stuffy hole.
Well, it kept falling over out there.
Yeah. Oh, well, here, you should show it in the...
Oh, yeah, that would be good.
Yeah, that would be great.
It's called the Meat Hugger. It's food grade, moisture resistant. It's 100% FDA approved. Yeah, they approve all kinds of things. That's not necessarily. It's made in the USA. It's an anti-freezer burn. Caution, cutting edge is sharp.
It is.
And it is sharp. Now, it doesn't cut the paper worth a diddly squat,
No.
but it'll tear your finger up.
That is true.
Just FYI.
Yes.
Whoever designed this packaging, I think it's really cute. I think.
Yes.
I'm not sure what that is. But there's a pig. There. Oh, it's an apron.
Eddie said that was his nickname in high school.
What?
Meat
Hugger? Oh, it could be worse. Okay. And look, here's a info at meathuggerpaper.com. Questions or comments?
Yeah, you want the free, like, if you guys are talking about the same thing, I think we're still talking about, like, you know, what we use to wrap our, like, that's what's down on P's desk. And then that's what I wrap my cutting board in. Because the cutting board's disgusting.
And the cutting board has texture.
Yeah, and the cutting board.
But I think it's cute packaging. Look at that cute little pig.
But you want the freezer stuff because it has the coating. You want the coating because you can wipe it.
And some of it doesn't have a coating. Okie dokie. Let's get another one of those going. We'll just go ahead and use this.
It would make a good ATC storage box.
Oh.
Probably. And you can pull the little thing off. The Sharpie part.
Oh, we're getting some weird. Need a new.
Yeah, coating, not costing.
Oh well.
Oh,
All right, let's try a different approach here. Let's use... Could use some of that blue. Don't really have any of that in my... Let's use red.
Hi, Karma.
Let's use red.
Yes. Some red stars.
Red stars. This color of red.
Yeah, that's good for your project, for sure.
I think so too.
Now, were you going to try to get the little crazing thing to happen?
Well, I am, but that's got to dry.
Oh, okay. Oh, it was the second layer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose
No worries, Devin. No worries.
I could do it on the first layer, but the reason I don't like to is because I think that the stars attach better if there isn't something underneath them.
Yes.
That's that's why I do it this way.
There's more opportunity for them to lift if you're kind of doing like a swipey technique with it. The stars turn out better when they're like the first layer.
That has been my experience. And you just really need to bear down and use lots of paint, and that's not enough paint, so I'm going to give it another little squeeze because I've got some here that are pretty...
Yeah, you got some light spots.
Dim
stars.
Dim stars.
Not them. Dim.
Pretty excited we still have leftover Chinese food to eat today. I'm always starving when I get through here because sometimes I'm busy and I don't remember to eat in the mornings. All right, that's what we needed, just that little extra. And at this point, you can turn it over and check and see, look.
Yeah, you still got... They're eating up your paint.
They're eating up the paint.
So the butcher paper most likely won't have a coating on it. Freezer paper will. I believe that's what Anne... Yeah, so... Butcher paper is not coated the same. Like it does, it's probably has like a wax, where this is like a plastic coating.
And I don't, sometimes I worry that if I'm overbraying and I'm actually picking up paint. That's what happens after a while.
Oh, yeah, I can probably drop that in. Thank you, Candy. That would be a good idea, wouldn't it?
Now these are the ones, remember, look at that. Cannot. See how nicely that wiped up? Okay, we're going to call this. I'm tired of
Messing with it.
And I don't think it's getting better.
They're going to be distressed stars.
Distressed stars. They're distressed anyway because they have green lines going through. Ah! Messy, messy. Okay, that needs to dry. Just grab a big piece of paper because then it won't matter if I...
Oh, Linda says it looks like P has a bit of dried paint or something on the edge of the brayer, leaving little lines. Yeah, it happens. Yeah.
Actually pretty good. Yeah, there might be a little hair there. I don't know if this is going to work. Here's the problem.
Are you doing that on your nice new paper? Or? Oh, you got a piece of paper.
All right. Those little stars, those little points,
They catch.
they catch. So I've just screwed up a really nice piece of paper here. That's all right.
Just making a prayer off.
Or, you know, I'll just get some of this color here because it's really nice color. Just keep moving along here and do some swirly-do. You know, this may be one of the finest prints I've ever pulled. I kid you not. You think I'm just whistling Dixie here. Oh,
Oh, I don't. I doubt
we're
that,
even
Diane.
getting a sec. We're archaeologically digging through the paint here. I could.
Just buffing out them edges. That's a lovely purplish color, though.
Yeah. I don't even have a little star image there. Do you see that?
Mm-hmm. Debs says, make it look purposeful. Tip number 122. Make it till you make it. That's right, Diane.
There's no telling how.
We'll let you know when we make it.
Now, see, you can dab at those dudes. Did you see that? But they're kind of squishy.
Yeah.
So there's some things that you can use your...
If you have a good sponge dabber, I think that you can get those stars.
Very, very possibly.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to hand this to you because this
Nancy.
needs to go to the stink. The stink.
The stink. Yes,
The
the stink is getting me. God, I don't... Poor
Sink.
girl.
Mazzy, you old dog, you.
Puppy, puppy.
Okay, well, I certainly love the color. I like that red. I like that sort of black red.
Well, you don't really have a tray in here.
There's the basin under the sink, Mariah, the gray thing from the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just gonna have to be as good as yeah. But I'm on my second star stencil because my other one is going to be utilized as pockets. Pardon me. And that is something I could get out if I could find it. Okay, here are some more doors. And I've got this that we could print on that. Isn't that pretty, that color? I'm telling you what, this is called... I tried to have Mariah pick up some more of it, but it's really hard to find, and it's
What is it?
the quinacridone burnt orange. Remember that?
Oh, no, I don't remember. You're fine, Maggie. Though I really wish you'd stop tooting.
Okay, well, I don't know. This is quinacridone burnt orange mixed with this, the pinky red. And it makes an absolutely fabulous color.
Yes, it is a bedpan, but, you know, like, they didn't use it. But, like, at the hospital, they'll just throw it out.
Yeah.
Or put it in the...
No, I was thinking it's more of a barf
Oh.
thing.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Because they did have that other thing.
Well, for men, it's usually like a
Yeah,
little thing.
it's a duck.
It's a duck
The duck.
for your stuff.
Yeah. Okay. I still haven't come across what I was looking for here. And then I forget what it was I was looking for. I can print over that. See, that's where my gold came from. Isn't that pretty? But the other thing that I thought is handing it to Mariah and let her spray it.
What are we
And
spraying?
you could spray it different colors. You don't have to do it today. But, I mean, that's one of the reasons.
Well, maybe on Thursday we'll do sprays. Because I'm not really feeling my book right now. So maybe we just spray a bunch of papers and spray things and maybe make some tags.
And see, here's another one.
Does that sound like fun, y'all? Y'all want to see some spraying?
Oh, and some of these just need another layer, but I don't know exactly what that other layer is. Like, I think this is beautiful, and this really shows off that stencil. This is also that quinacridone burnt orange, and I don't know why I cannot find that.
Okay,
there it
yes,
is.
Thursday sprays. Okay.
Quinacridone burnt orange. I looked for this, and let me see, who did I looked in, well, Amazon didn't have it. They have it in watercolor, but they don't have it in acrylic.
Blick?
I think I checked there, but I'm not really sure. But
When was this?
Absolutely love this color. This is one of the colors in one of the colors in this.
Yes, you were very fond. It's rust. She loves rust.
And it's the colors in this.
Yeah. Julie said instead of bedpan, sniffers, and dog toots. That could all be part of it too, Julie.
Absolutely.
Remember, it's the variety show, but sprays will be involved.
You never
We
know.
really have covered quite a bit today.
And I'm going to the liquor store as soon as I get through here today.
Oh, are you? Who's
If I have to drive myself.
Oh, watch out now. Do you know where the keys are?
No, but I do know sort of where they are.
Ooh, vaguely. Gotta have an
Vaguely.
idea.
All right, now let's do this. This is going to be kind of fun.
Okay.
Do I have a? Oh,
You have a few moments, yes.
I have a few moments. Good. Oh my gosh, that looks so good with that.
Do you know where the liquor store is?
I might have to Google that before I leave.
Yes,
home.
probably best.
Okay, well,
It looks that one's like a shooting star because it's stars left on there, and
I
it's like
know, and I just feel bad about destroying all of this lusciousness here. Okay, well, we're not going to do that.
Oh, Diane got the Stamperia Rust paint. Not impressed at all. Pukey color. All right, well, good to know.
Stamperia Rust.
Mm-hmm.
Was it opaque or transparent?
I would guess with Stamperia, it's probably more of a opaque. But I'm waiting to hear back from Diane.
Okay, because I want to know that.
And what are those ones that we have that are Stamperia things? They're pretty good.
Well, I don't know that we have any.
Yes. Z sent them.
Oh, the metallics.
Mm-hmm. Now they're like they're somewhere in between paint and paste.
Yeah, I found them too squishy for actual
Yeah, they're hard.
stenciling.
Yeah.
I don't think they're meant for that. Now you can't. What I did have luck with is putting it on my little yogurt thing and doing the Pouncies thing, because then you can kind of spread it out so that it's not so gloppy.
Yeah.
But it's way too gloppy for the this kind of thing.
Yeah.
The scraping on business. Okay. Focus, 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 focus.
You need to focus.
Focus, focus, focus.
Wait, oh, you're gonna crackle.
Yeah.
Is that what you've been talking about?
Well, kind of.
Okay.
That and, dog farts and
Bedpans.
bedpans and ducks and...
Oh gosh, the ducks around here. Speaking of ducks, I guess it's hilarious because we noticed some dropping Izzy off at school this morning. A duck couple. kind of scoping out. They've come from the ponds. They're out in the regular neighborhoods.
Oh.
So it's kind of time you got to watch out for the ducks because they're just wandering about.
Unsupervised.
Unsupervised, trying to, make other ducks. And so the mommy daddy ducks were over hanging out, I think they were scoping out the bushes.
Oh.
To make a nest.
Uh-huh.
Well, so then Van, when he came home, I guess there was a duck that was scoping out our front entry. I'm like, dear Lord, we do not need ducks. Between the kids and the animals, we don't need
a duck.
We don't need a duck on eggs.
No needing the ducky. Okay, well, we're just going to go for it, What the hey? It probably isn't going to come up anyway. It'll be another layer.
Yeah.
That.
Do you want some of that one paper that crinkles really good?
What paper was that?
Stuff that Sharon sent. I wonder if she's still rearranging her studio.
Oh, is that why she sent it to us?
Just sorry, that was not those were not one and the same thoughts. But look at me finding some things.
Oh well. Poopy bear. Now the only thing about this stuff is it does kind of poke you when you're.
Yeah, well that's why it's a good crinkle crackler. Pokey.
And sometimes you have to take it apart and re-crackle.
Oh. Diane says they've got eagles and crows that have turf wars. Amazing how the crows hold their own.
I'm trying to soften this up a little bit. I don't want it to pierce my chocolate.
Soften it up. Don't let it get too pokey.
Soften it up.
Yeah, see, Lee says, well, here, Tracy says that her best friend has 22 ducks, and she spends so much time taking care of them. Her stories are funny on the daily. She is constantly getting calls from her neighbors. Lee says they used to have 2 ducks, and they pooped all over the porch. No more ducks here. See, that's what I'm saying. They poop. They don't care. And then they lay their eggs, and then they're going to be all trying to keep you away from their nest. Ducks are mean. They will chase you, and I have been bitten by one. Yeah.
Well, if you domesticated them, they might not be so mean.
And no, that was Charlie Burkhart's duck, and it was domesticated, and it bit me.
I didn't remember that.
My finger. Well, that's because I doubt you knew anything about it.
Okay, now that's not what I wanted to do, y'all. I want to do this on top of my stars.
Thanks, Aunt. I don't always remember everything, but I try to. I really do my best.
Okay. We're going to try something here, and I don't know that it's going to work. I'm going to use the the least shiny side to this paper.
I think both sides are shiny. I don't know that there was
One's more so than the other.
Okay.
Maybe, perhaps. Hell, I don't know. All right, let's get down some...
Just get down on it, if you really, really want to.
I don't want open. Oh, God, everything I pick up here is open.
Thank you for letting that.
Oh, I don't want Prussian. Do I want Prussian? I don't want Prussian on this one.
No.
That would be a nay. Okay, I'm just going to start with this one.
Yeah, you got 6 minutes.
All right, let's use a little bit of this brown. Get down with some brown.
I don't know about this decision.
You don't know
all
about
roads
this?
are leading to, brown
Mud?
poopy things today.
Well, I'm going to mix it up. We're going to have some nice, interesting
Brown. That's what people say about brown, is how interesting it is.
And there's all kinds of ugliness.
Oh, it's just, I'm funny.
That's
funny.
Some snarky baloney.
It's right there on the border of snarky funny.
Now we're going to do something, now that I've got, enough paint out here to do 3 or 4.
Oh, sorry, Tracy. I can't say, how now, brown cow? There we go.
And now we're going to use a little Prussian in here.
See, now the brown is getting interesting. This is a lot of paint. But, crackle, I think
Crackle does require. This is called directional braillery.
No, this isn't. The other day it was
Violently.
violently. This is
No, this is violently.
yes. This is just directional.
This is directional. Swirly around and you're mixing on your plate. Now what I'm going to do here.
Oh, I do that all the time, Belinda. I'll go. Yep, go. I go into a room to get something, and then by the time I get there, forget what it's for. Yeah, and then I have to retrace my steps, talk about whatever it was that I was doing, and then I remember again, and hope that I don't forget again.
And where's that other piece of paper that we have here?
So Devin says my iPad doesn't seem to be charging. I might disappear unexpectedly. Diane says, want us to put your face on a milk carton, Yolan? Missing unexpectedly. I thought that was pretty good.
Okay.
That's a mighty good crackle there, P.
Yeah, I think so too.
Oh, now she's going in for the more fine crackle.
Fine tuning my crackle.
See, the other's the big crackle.
Big crackle first.
Ooh, this is new. You didn't layer your crackle last time. See, we're always keeping it new.
Keeping it new.
Fresh and new at the end of the string. That's what we do.
Yes. And now we've got this lovely paper, which can be then printed on. And let's see what happened over here.
I think.
Oh, this is less than impressive. I mean, I got some little fine lines there.
Yeah. Most people don't like those, but it's good when you crackle.
Yeah. Okay, now, the trick about this crackling
Yes.
is you want to let this dry. I mean, look, we've got little stars out there already.
Look at that crackle.
Because then you can come in and ombre your pickup color. That's where the beauty of it all comes in.
So, on Thursday we'll show, maybe, I don't know, we'll probably bring this back on Sunday. Because I'll do sprays and things. I don't know, we might be able to move the camera. It's not like that big of a deal.
What?
As long as people are okay, like we can tell them, look away for a second. Actually, I could just turn it on our face ones, then I can move the camera so it doesn't make everybody ill.
Okay, I just pulled a little bit more off of there.
Oh, yes, they're fishermen's friends. They want,
Oh, the cough drops?
yeah.
Yeah.
I look, and I'm still, like, working on this one. I just keep taking it out, because it is hardcore, man.
All right, ladies and gents, that's it for today.
All right, you want to put that pretty print out there. Oh, that's cool, too. Using the technology, I appreciate that. Alrighty, my arty friends. Thanks for hanging out with us once again on a Thursday or on a Tuesday. Come back for Thursday. We're gonna spray some things, kind of like what I did over here, but more interestingly. I will.
And I have more.
She does. She's just giving me a pile of things, so there's plenty to do there. But plus, we can hopefully, like, I think we can move this, and then maybe you pull some of those. Don't pull them before the stream on Thursday. Or do you need them? I don't think she needs them. She'll probably plead a case for otherwise, but the crackle one you cannot. You have to leave it.
Okay.
Okay. Fair enough.
You mean I can't put, but I can put something down on it.
I think
just
that you
can't-
should. Yeah.
But I can pull it on.
Because it takes time to dry.
It does.
So if she puts something on it now, then by
I can,
Thursday it'll be fantastic. We'll
Yes.
do a, hey.
a reveal.
Yes. So, good times for sure. If you want to hang out with us and many of our arty friends, that happens over in the Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists Facebook group. If you want to know where that link is, it's down below. Or check out the chat. It's been dropped in by Nightbot, by one of our, I see Nightbot's dropping in some things there, but Darcy usually also prompts Nightbot to do things too, which is very kind of her. Thank you, Darcy. If you have enjoyed this stream, we would very much appreciate you giving those thumbsy upsies if you haven't already, or come back, leave a comment. You know, I love reading them. I read them and I comment back on each and every one of them. Very rarely do I miss one. Now, if I do, it's usually YouTube's fault, and then all of a sudden, like 3 months later, there's a post or a comment that I've never seen. So thanks for that. Thanks YouTube for that. But, you know, there you go. Good stuff. All right, guys. We'll see you on Thursday. Bye.
Bye.